Christmas macaw. It's a very popular pet in the U.S., as you can probably see why. Many of you might be surprised to find out that this animal can cost up to $14,000 on the pet market. What you might find more surprising is that this animal is endangered, and it is illegal to import into the United States, yet countless are imported anyways. This picture shows just one of the countless creative methods that criminals have developed to smuggle these animals into our country. Taped to this man's legs are small tubes, inside of which he has stuffed wild baby parrots, with the intention of smuggling them past customs to sell as pets. This is the illegal exotic pet trade. Now, I was first exposed to this problem when I was taking a course in avian science. And our textbook, Birds in Our Lives by Dr. Davis, published in 2013, showed this picture of the smuggler. Now, the wildlife trade refers to the import or export of any live animal or plant, or animal and plant product. And the exotic pet trade is just a section of this massive industry. While most of the exotic pet trade is legal, there are many other animals that are endangered or protected and are therefore illegal to trade. Now, according to my survey, 78% of you answered that you have either owned or have known someone to have owned an exotic pet. So obviously, this is a problem that relates to many of us, but it even impacts those of us who don't own exotic pets. After listening to my speech, you will be persuaded that this is a problem that affects all of us, and you will be able to play a part in its solution. First, I will start by addressing the widespread effects of the illegal exotic pet trade, then I'll go into the causes and some solutions. Now first, let's look at how it is a problem. And it is a massive and growing issue on the U.S. and global scale. The legal exotic pet trade is a $15 billion industry in the U.S. alone. And this is according to the Animal Planet website in an article titled Facts About the Exotic Pet Trade, accessed March 2014. According to the same source, the illegal exotic trading of animals is estimated to be a multi-million-dollar industry that is second only to drug trafficking. Now, the illegal exotic pet trade is incredibly detrimental in four main areas, and the first of which is the harm done to the individual animal. According to the book Birds in Our Lives, up to 75% of animals will die before they reach their final destination. Animals are smuggled inhumanely, like shown at the beginning, and they are forcibly taken from their natural habitats to be sold to consumers abroad. Secondly, according to the World Wildlife Foundation website, in an article titled The Illegal Wildlife Trade, accessed March 2014, the wildlife trade, including the exotic pet trade, is the second largest threat to species survival behind only habitat destruction. The third effect of the illegal exotic pet trade is the potential that it has to introduce diseases into our community. Wild exotic animals can carry diseases including bird flu, monkeypox, rabies, herpes V, salmonella, Ebola, and SARS. Finally, the illegal exotic pet trade can introduce invasive non-native species into our natural environments. This is a picture of a 13-foot Burmese python that was found in the Florida Everglades in 2005. This animal died after it consumed a 6-foot-long Florida alligator. The Burmese python population has skyrocketed in recent years in Florida, and they used to be very popular pets, but it is no longer legal to own one in Florida as a result of this issue. Invasive species, like the Burmese python, destroy our natural environment and our native species. Now that you will agree that this is a serious problem that needs to be addressed, we can look at the causes. And the causes stem from a lack of enforcement and the consumer demand. While there are numerous national laws regarding the illegal wildlife trade, it is still a serious issue due to a lack of substantial policy enforcement, according to the World Wildlife Foundation. This, combined with the high profit margins that are possible in the exotic pet trade, make the business low risk and high reward. Secondly, according to the World Wildlife Foundation, consumer demand is the main driving force of the illegal pet trade. As long as there are consumers who are willing to buy these illegal pets, there will be the criminals who will continue to supply them. Now that we've looked at the causes, let's look at the solutions. The first solution is to increase the government's backing of enforcement programs. We as citizens can help by supporting organizations like these and the policymakers that are actively working for a solution. You can help by voting in favor on laws that increase the enforcement penalties against animal smuggling. And the second and most important solution is to educate the public about the negative effects of the animal trade. By educating the public, we can reduce the consumer demand. And if we are all more educated consumers, then we can stop the illegal trading of these animals. I encourage you all to go to the World Wildlife Foundation website and look at this pledge to stop wildlife crime. By signing it, you promise to be an educated consumer and to share the knowledge that you have gained with your friends and family so that we might end this dangerous problem. In conclusion, I hope you can all agree now that the illegal pet trade is a serious problem that needs to be stopped. I have talked about the ways that it can impact both the species involved as well as our own community, and I have talked about the different causes and solutions for this problem. By participating now to end the illegal pet trade, we are all playing a part in the preservation of many amazing species. And by our small actions now, our grandchildren can know what it is like to have these animals still thrive in the wild.